Head of Xbox Studios says developer behind Fable reboot is aiming to bring the series forward for today's sensibility. Why? Because this game has to reflect the world we live in today.
This show has to reflect the world we live in today. This show has to reflect the world we live in
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Atreus. I'm coming at you live from the ATL, bringing you more gaming entertainment news, commentary, and analysis. All right, today we got to talk about Fable. All right, let's get into it after the drop.
What makes you think that I'm an answer if you ain't mine? Even if you call me.
All right, team, you already know what to do. Go ahead and hit the like button, the red subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. Go into the description. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, everything in between. We were fastly approaching 1,000 subscribers, but I have this sneaking suspicion that we're shadow banned or something right now. Because, like, we were growing, and then it just capped. And then we, like, lost 5 subscribers, and then, like nothing is moving. But it's all good. We ain't going to complain. We're going to keep on moving. We're going to keep on pushing. Let's get into the news. All right. So, if you didn't know, Xbox is creating a brand new Fable game. And Fable's like this hilarious fantasy game. I've never played it. I didn't play it back in the day. But I'm very familiar with it as far as its image or whatever the case may be. But it's being made by developer Playground Games. Now, that might sound weird to you, because Playground Games makes Forza Horizon. So you're like, why would you take racing creators and give them this game? But I don't know. I have this weird feeling like they know what they're doing, at least up into this article. Head of Xbox Studios says developer behind Fable reboot is aiming to bring the series forward for today's sensibility. Why? Because this game has to reflect the world we live in today. Listen. Well, let's just read. Head of Xbox Studios, Matt Booty, that name will never not be funny to me, has stated that Fable reboot will be brought forward for today's sensibilities. Oh, let's go into the article. Not much information about this new Fable title has been shared by the developer, in spite of it being the first entry in the long-running series to be announced since 2012's Fable The Journey, not including Fable Trilogy, the canceled Fable Legends, or the kick-started Fable Fortune card game in 2018. During a recent interview in the Skill Up podcast, shout out to Skill Up, Booty was asked about his start in the industry, where he missed in his position as head of Xbox Game Studios compared to being a developer, how studios work with each other, discussing how Game Pass can help smaller studios with weirder projects, and more. Along with discussing Halo Infinite's launch and development on the Perfect Dark reboot, Booty was asked how Playground Games, typically a developer of racing games, become involved with the Fable reboot. He says Playground does make racing games, but if we deconstruct that a little bit, I think the thing that Playground does is high craft, high quality, high attention to detail, and so I'll separate that out as a starting ingredient. I agree with that, right? They have high attention to detail. I mean, I don't know if you recently played Forza Horizon, the one that recently came out. Sheesh. That game is deep. But he then revealed they had a particular passion for the IP, and I think they also demonstrated that they understand what the heart and soul of Fable is all about and how they can bring it forward for today's sensibilities and just, make a modern take on Fable, the dreaded made for modern audiences, because this game has to reflect the world we live in today. Making a game for modern audience has been an infamous buzzword, usually suggesting a remake to a new entry in a series suggesting a remake or a new entry in the series would remove content some could deem offensive. To illustrate, this has resulted in titles like Resident Evil 4 VR being censored, and is also one of the reasons the Saints Row reboot failed to resonate with both critics and independent reviewers. So yeah, the thing about Fable is it is this fantasy game, right? Magic fantasy, like, typical, right? But it's supposed to be funny. And the problem is, what version of funny are we getting? Are we getting classic American funny where jokes on everybody, or are we getting the 2022 version where you can't make jokes about certain groups, you can't make jokes about certain people, you can't make jokes, period? I mean, like, I don't know. And this scares me because I was looking forward to diving into the Fable genre, the Fable IP, and becoming a fan, but this ain't looking good. Now, one thing I thought was funny was, what did I think was funny? Nothing at all, actually. I was about to lie clean on camera. Anyway, so I just hope that we don't get this like snowflake version of comedy in this game, or it's like cringy or whatever the case may be. Oh no, I wasn't about to lie. When the frog ate the fucking fairy, I thought that was pretty funny. I thought that was hilarious. So yeah. But I have this strange feeling that I feel like, Playground Games knows what they're doing. So I'm just gonna give them a chance. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I will talk to y'all later.
Let's go. Hey. Beat that thing down like you started attention, my baby. You had some plans with your man, just tell him to cancel, my baby. Slide to the crib like Dracula's mansion, my baby.